Today's video, we're going to talk to you about why your ex has to come to you. Getting your ex back after the breakup, you're doing a lot of unattractive things. You're forcing the situation, and in romance and in attraction and in seduction, you cannot force anything. It has to happen organically. It has to happen naturally. And attraction is all about magnetism. You're with this person, you meet this person, and it's just an aura in the air that you're being pulled to this person. And by you acting unsavory after the breakup and all of the detrimental things that you're doing, you're pushing them away. You're not magnetizing your ex, you're pushing them away, you're repelling them. So in order to get your ex back, you have to bring them to you. You have to be that force that magnetizes your ex to you. So what you need to do, you need to go back to the beginning, because the beginning of your relationship tells the entire story. You need to think back and ask yourself, what did I do in the beginning of the relationship when we first met that attracted my ex? What were the things that I was doing that were irresistible to them, that they wanted to text me all day, they wanted to hold my hand, they wanted to kiss me in public and hug me and buy me gifts and show their appreciation and talk to their friends about me and tell their grandma, and they're writing my last name on their phone and on pieces of paper. What was it that I was doing that made that happen? And when you figure that out, when you ask yourself, and I mean ask yourself in great detail, really go back to the source, because the source will tell the story. And success leaves clues. I'm not sure who said that, but that's one of my favorite quotes. Success leaves clues. So you need to go back to what you did in the beginning, like I said, in great detail, to figure out what you were doing and why you got away from it. And not only take those things and harness those things after the breakup to say, okay, I was doing this, I was funny, I was lighthearted, I was playful, I was flirtatious, I was confident, I smelled good around her, I always wore cologne or perfume, I was dressed pretty well at the time, and I was in the gym doing all these, fly things. I had this going on, and I was really into my career, and they can just smell that ambition on me, and I was going to school. But whatever it is, find out what you were doing, harness it, acknowledge it, and then start to add more seasoning to the pot of your stew to make yourself become even better than who you were at the time of the relationship.
So when it comes to your ex coming back to you guys, you have to let them feel like it's their decision, like they're the one that decided, I want to get back with Murphy, or I want to get back with Jillian or whatnot. It has to be their decision. Make them think it's their decision. We'd already talked about the fact that when you pull away, it makes them kind of wonder about you, and it makes them reattract to you and more curious about you and looking into you more. Meaning, in simple terms, it's their decision to kind of go back and start chasing you and hunting you down and reaching out to you again, okay? They need to do that. If you're the one reaching out to them and chasing them and calling them, you guys, it's just a recipe for disaster. It's just gonna push them further away. It's not gonna work. Nobody likes that. When you say, hey, leave me alone, they keep bothering you, all that does is just piss you off. You guys know that feeling where it's like you don't want to be around somebody and they're like constantly bugging you, or like a coworker that keeps walking up to you and just all up in your face and talking to you and all that stuff, and you're just like, bro, get the fuck away. You see them coming over and you walk the complete opposite way so you can avoid talking to them. That's what it's like when they break up with you and you start chasing them. They don't want to be bothered by you, all up in their face and everything, saying the same thing. What's up, baby? Here, sweetie. Then you try to be all extra nice and polite, and then offer to buy them lunch and stuff like that, while they just got done telling you about an hour ago, stop calling me, leave me alone, back up. Even at work, get away from my cubicle. You're making a scene at work. I don't want to cause any problems here. Just get away, Bottom line, you guys, when someone breaks up with you, that means it's broken. You have no more connections. It's broken. It's gone. There's nothing else there. Give them that space. You need the space to actually repair it, okay? That's what space does. Time is the biggest Band-Aid. Back up. Give them room.
And another reason why your ex has to come to you is because of the fact that you need to take this time to improve yourself. You don't want your ex to come back immediately after the breakup, because you could be in a position where you were the one that pushed them away. You made a lot of mistakes leading up to the breakup and you pushed them away. So if they come back within 2 weeks, you're the same person that drove them away, and it's only gonna be a matter of time to be on the clock. Clock is ticking, that those same flaws that came up that pushed them away are gonna resurface and just they're gonna break up with you again as fast as they can. Now's the time to work on self-improvement, becoming your best self, increasing your sex appeal, learning how to flirt, shoring up those flaws, getting a makeover, going to the barber, getting your skin together. You should really appreciate this time that you have to work on yourself. And that's something that we talk to our clients in the private coaching sessions that we do. We focus on what caused the breakup, but what you need to do to work on in this time period that you are going to become a better person, at you 2.0 that we always talk about. And in the event that they do come back, you're a lot better off than when they left. And now that sex appeal is there, that attraction is there, you're solid emotionally, and you're just an overall better person. You're more playful. So when they do come back, they say, wow, they really like what they see from you. You're not the old unsavory person that drove them away before. So if that's something of your interest, go ahead and click that link below, sign up for a private coaching session.
So I know you guys remember like back when you guys first started dating, it was all just kind of easy. It just kind of like fell into place. You weren't stalking her and looking through her bedroom window and waiting outside of her job for her to leave and to see who she was leaving with or whatnot. When you guys first started dating, it was a little more smoother than that. I know every situation is different or whatnot, but it was a little more smoother. And you didn't have to like think about it, it just kind of fell into place. You called her, you maybe chatted for a minute or two or whatnot, and you guys kind of linked up or whatnot. I know some people out there like the phone. Y'all be on the phone all day and night doing the whole, baby, are you sleeping? Mm-hmm. No, I'm still awake, baby. Okay.
Hang up. No, you hang up.
You hang up first. No, you hang up. All right, same time. Like, all right.
Get your 7th grade ass off this damn phone.
Yeah, right.
Dumb shit.
Yeah. I used to do that too back in the day. But you remember how it was just like cool, happy, and just like a smooth relationship. Starting a relationship with them was a little more smoother than what you've been doing lately and what you've been thinking lately, all that crazy stuff in your head. You want everything to just kind of fall in place. You don't want to try to rush anything. You don't want to try to push anything. You want it to just happen. Time is going to keep going regardless. You're not going to stop time. You're not going to speed time up. Time is just going to happen, all right? You guys need to deal with that little space between you guys. I know it sucks. I know it hurts to have that little time apart from the girl that you're madly in love with or the guy you're madly in love with, whatever. But you need that space, so you need to let them heal. You need to let that attraction grow over time and let everything just kind of fall into place. You got to move in slow motion, guys. You got to keep in mind, if this is somebody you really want to get back with or somebody you really miss, you guys, it's not a sprint to the finish line. It's a marathon. It's gonna take a while. You don't just get your ex back just like that. You're not gonna make a quick little phone call and all of a sudden, bam, she's back in love with me again. We're back together. Everything's perfect. And you're not gonna watch one video on YouTube and all of a sudden, bam, I figured out what to do to get my ex back. I had to text her this one line right here. Now she's back with me, guys. It doesn't work like that. It's gonna take time. You need to go with the flow. You need to trust the process, you guys. It's a process to it. Trust it. Go with the flow.
And another reason why your ex has to come to you is because, look, you are the prize. You have value. You just lost track of it after the breakup because you're in an emotional space and you're hurt. You're heartbroken. You're going to do whatever it takes to try to get them back. And that's normal. It's normal to feel like that. Don't beat yourself down and think, oh my God, I can't do this. I've been messing up. So look, it's okay. Grieving is normal, but you also have to understand what you're doing is detrimental. Look, your ex fell in love with you at some time. There were qualities that you possessed that appealed to them. You just lost trust. You lost sight of it. You got off track a little bit. Now it's time to recalibrate and get back on track and realize the value that you have. People appreciate things that are in scarcity. Getting out of their face is the number one thing that you have to do. You need to realize your value. And things of value, we can't reach out and touch it as much as we want to. It's a little restriction there. So you really have to understand that, look, I have value, I have worth. You have to give yourself time to realize your worth too, and your value. Lost sight of it, lost track of it. You got to pull back and be able to say, wow, you know what? I'm really off my game right now. Let me take some time to myself. And in those times that you pull back and you step behind the curtain, you can say, wow, I was really off track with that. And man, I don't even know who I was at that time. And that's okay. So you got to be able to pull back and realize your value. You look at real things that are exclusive. When was the last time you saw a Bentley commercial on TV? When was the last time you saw a Bugatti commercial on TV? Most of the time that you see on like Sundays on football, Ford F-150s or minivans, things like that. You don't see luxury exclusive sports cars because they don't have to do any advertising. They sell themselves. A Ferrari doesn't have to tell you, hey, I'm a Ferrari. You just Put the Ferrari in the showroom and people are gonna stop, look, and say, ooh, that's a Ferrari in there. Treat yourself as a Ferrari. Don't treat yourself like a Ford F-150. Please take this time to realize your worth and let your ex see that worth when you're able to pull away. And so if you're still having trouble realizing your value and your worth, and you're doing a lot of the unsavory, detrimental things after the breakup, go ahead and click this link to the left to help you get back on track. And we'll see you on the flip side.
Peace.